Hey there everyone, I'm Brain, and in this video, we're going to delve into a crucial topic in Christian theology, the 7 deadly sins. These 7 vices, deeply rooted in human nature, have been the focus of much spiritual reflection and moral guidance throughout the history of the Christianity. So without further ado, let's dive in and unpack the 7 deadly sins. Pride. Pride is considered the original and worst of the 7 deadly sins. It is an excessive belief in one's own abilities that leads to arrogance, self-idolatry, and a failure to acknowledge one's dependence on God. Pride is seen as the root cause that leads to the other sins. The vice of pride results in the refusal to submit to the will of God. Greed. Greed is an inordinate desire to possess wealth, goods, or objects of abstract value with the intention to keep it for one's self. It involves the pursuit of material possessions in a way that demonstrates a radical selfishness and self-centeredness. Greed can lead to a hoarding mentality and the neglect of the needs of others. Lust. Lust refers to an excessive craving for the pleasures of the body. It is often interpreted as an intense form of human desire for another person, which can lead to adultery and other immoral sexual acts. Lust is viewed as a violation of the virtue of chastity. Envy. Envy involves resentment towards others for their possessions, talents, or advantages in life. It is the desire to have something that someone else has. Envy is seen as a sin because it goes against the virtue of charity, the idea of loving your neighbor as yourself. Gluttony. Gluttony is an inordinate desire to consume more than one requires, especially with regard to food and drink. Gluttony demonstrates a lack of self-control and temperance over one's bodily desires. Gluttony is about gratifying the body's desires without moderation. Wrath. Wrath refers to uncontrolled feelings of hatred and anger. This can lead to vengeful acts, a desire for retaliation, and a loss of reason. Anger itself is not necessarily sinful, but the sin of wrath is when that anger is acted upon in an immoral way that leads to harm. Sloth. Sloth is characterized by apathy, laziness, and the failure to utilize one's talents and gifts. It represents a spiritual lethargy, a failure to fulfill one's responsibilities and contribute meaningfully to the world. Sloth is the sin of not caring. Well, there you have it, an overview of the 7 deadly sins that Christians are cautioned to avoid. If you found this exploration of the deadly sins insightful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more interesting content. And if you want to support me, go to my page on Patreon. Your donate would be hugely appreciated. Thanks for watching.